Hi, Janice. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's that?
I said, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, so I was contacted last night. Excuse me, I've got to get the report back up so I can see exactly what is going on. Give me just a second.
You're fine.
Okay, great. Let me kick this out and get back up. So anyway, as my voicemail said, this is in reference to incidents that happened both in Arizona and here at the Coberg trial this weekend. Does that sound familiar?
I didn't do any. She says I was stalking her at the Coberg trial.
So, no, not necessarily.
Okay.
Right. So, what I'm gathering from all this, and it's very long and
Yeah.
interwoven.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just trying to get everybody's perspective
Uh-huh.
on what's happening.
Okay.
So apparently, Lauren was working with Lindsay, and maybe I'm wrong. And then Lindsay and her had fallen apart, and since then she claims that Lindsay, Lori, yourself, and Sarah have been approaching her and not leaving her alone. She's got several videos of encounters with different people in this group, and she's downloaded those onto our report on some of those. So I just kind of wanted to see your side of the story of what's going on with this whole mess, and kind of give me your perspective of what's happening.
Yeah. Nothing has to do with Lindsay being her employer, because she says that I know she's told she actually called the Nevada police department and tried to turn some ladies in, saying that it was against the law to share screenshots, but it's not. Anyways, she says that they're disgruntled employees, but they're not. Basically, Lauren has over the years talked shit and lied about a lot of people, and those are like in messages, and the people that she messaged to, they're no longer friends with her. They weren't employees, so she can say that. There are some other ladies that I'm not going to name names, but so they have shared those messages, and Lauren has made up a lot of shit about me, which this is so stupid. Middle school drama. Like, she doesn't know me, and she's telling people Janice is a swinger. I have messages, literal screenshots of her saying that. She doesn't know me. And then she says her husband left her because of stuff, and she just has like said all this shit about me. So I found out about it, and I wanted to go up and talk to her about it in Arizona. And she had a complete freak out. She was like freaking out. Oh my gosh, are you recording me? And like ran into the courthouse and then opened up the door, and she's like, Janice, she's recording me. You are a bully. I feel threatened by you. Stay away from me. And I'm like, okay, all I want to do is talk to you. She's like, stay away. You're a bully. I'm like, okay. And she was freaking out, and then she took off running and got some cops involved. And so they took me into a room and talked to me. And they're like,
And
what's going on?
was that in the courthouse?
Yeah, that was at the courthouse.
Okay.
And they took me into a room, and they're like, what's going on? And they're like, this lady says she feels threatened by you. They're like, we need to know if you feel threatened by her. And I'm like, no, she's an absolute joke. I'm like, all I wanted to do was talk to her. And she took off running, like, and trying to make this big scene, like trying to, like, you are a bully. I feel threatened by you. And like, everyone's just looking at her like, you are an idiot.
Okay.
Anyway, so the cops were like, what's this all about? And I'm just like, well, she was talking shit about people, including like victims of this case, whatever. And they're just like laughing because they're like realizing like she's crazy. So from that point on, like even the officers, every time I came in, they're like, because I was sitting outside the courthouse waiting, so I wanted to talk to her, and she was late that day. Usually she's there early, and I was just going to talk to her, like nothing. Like I just wanted to ask her why she was telling people lies about me, like complete made up
Right.
shit. And
Right.
she had a big freak out. So the cops were like, "Are we gonna have to stand outside there and watch?" And I'm like, "No, like I'm a big girl. I'm not gonna do anything. All I want to do is talk to her." And so, like, literally the rest of that trial, they were like, "Hey, Bully, keep it up, keep the peace up there." Like, they were funny. Like, they, even at the end, they, like, wanted to take their picture with me because we had this inside running joke, and, like, Lauren was the joke. They were,
Right.
thought she was ridiculous.
Right.
Anyways, so that ended, and I don't know why she would say that something happened. Like, that was it. She, like,
Yeah.
brought up the phone and thought I was being a bully. So we're
Okay.
at the Coberger case. I didn't do anything. So after that, in Arizona, one of our friends did talk to Lauren, and she recorded it. She recorded the conversation. Lauren doesn't know it's
Mm-hmm.
recorded. And
Right.
anyways, after she got done talking to her friend, then she sent out cease and desist letters to the people that she thought had sent the text messages, her old friends, and then she sent one to
Right.
Lindsay. Told them
Uh-huh.
cease and desist. Okay, so Lindsay has
Right.
stayed away from her, like stayed clear.
Okay.
We're at Coberger's case.
Right.
It's the day before. Lindsay and Lori are sitting under the News Nation tent,
Right.
and Lauren comes over and she's talking to some of the people, and then she walks right by Lindsay and Lori and waves really fast, waves, "Hi," and she sent a cease and desist to them,
Right.
but she's in coming towards them. Like, why would that even be? So Lauren doesn't know I'm there because I'm sitting in the car. Well, then at night we're
Right.
sitting out there lined up, and then Lauren comes over and realizes I'm there, and she sits there for like an hour. I don't say anything to her, and I wasn't planning on saying anything to her. I
Okay. And
guess
this was at
she
the restaurant. Was this
no,
at
no,
the
no, no.
restaurant?
This is the night before.
Okay.
So we're sitting there. She leaves, I guess, because she feels uncomfortable. The next time I see Lauren is at the press conference. I don't even talk to her. But she came up to Lindsay because Lindsay was sitting there, and Lori and Sarah. And she's like, "Can I sit there? I want to sit there." And asking Lindsay if that seat was available. And Lindsay just turned and it like didn't say anything because of the C and D. And then she turns to Sarah and's like, can I sit here?" And Sarah says, "No, that's safe for Janeese." Well, she didn't like that answer. So she
Uh,
asked Lindsay again. And Lindsay doesn't say anything because she's not going to. Because in the thing it said, "If you do anything, we will take legal matter." So Lindsay's just going by the cease and desist that Lauren doesn't want to be contacted or anything.
right.
Well, then Lori says to her, "I don't know why you're talking to her," or something like that, "but you sent a cease and desist. Leave her alone." So Lauren just like goes and sits on the other side of the room. That was it. We all
Okay.
left. We're at dinner, and we were there for like 2 hours. We come out. Two of my friends went out early because we were waiting for like check or whatever, and two of them paid and they went outside. And then I come walking out. My friend's like, "Did you see who you just walked by?" I said, "No." And I turn around, and Lauren and Grayson are sitting at the table right by the door.
Right.
So I just put up my camera and I start recording them. And
Okay.
um, then I put my camera down and I just stand there and we're just talking and listening to music. And then Lindsay comes walking out, but Lori and Sarah aren't with her. And then I look up and Julie's like, "Oh my gosh, Lori's talking to her." So Lori's just telling Lauren, "You sent her a cease and desist. Stop following her. Stop talking to her."
Good.
And then Lauren's like, "I can talk to her. It's a press conference. I can do that." And we're like, "No, you
Uh,
can't." We
right.
have it recorded. The whole conversation's recorded. Sarah recorded it. And then to
Right.
Sarah, she's like, "I don't know who you are. Get away from me. You make me feel uncomfortable." And it's laughable because they know each other. She's known her for a couple years through different trials, not like they know each other. She has Sarah's phone number because Sarah was going to do her eyelashes. Like,
Right.
you will find out that Lauren is the biggest liar, narcissistic. She's going to spin the narrative. We weren't stalking her. We were at that restaurant. She actually knows that that restaurant is Lindsay's favorite restaurant, Boise, because when they were friends, they'd go there all the time together.
Right.
So it's kind of
Right.
ironic that she would show up to Lindsay's favorite restaurant in Boise. And here's the other thing, it's self-seating, but you have to go in. So she probably saw us in there, and she continued to stay there, sat at the table right by the door.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she can
All
say all
right.
she wants. There's no
Mhm.
stalking. No one would want to stalk that ugly bitch. Like, she
Okay.
is trouble. I'll tell you that much. Like,
Okay.
so much
All right.
trouble.
Okay. So, I appreciate that. I still need to talk to
Yeah, they're gonna call
Lindsay.
you. I
Yeah,
just
Lindsay Laura, right. Um, just so I can put you in the report, do you mind if I get your date of birth and address? Okay, so I'll put down what you said
yeah.
and whatever Lindsay and Lori and
Yeah. There's
Sarah
nothing
tell me.
malicious or knowingly harming in us being at a restaurant that we were eating at and she showed up. And I was at
Right,
a trial
right,
already there before her, so
right.
she's
Yeah.
just like, you're going to find out this lady is batshit crazy.
And
And you
that's
know what the
entirely
funny thing is I have a friend that is a ISP cop, and I
uh
called her last night right as this was happening. I said, "Oh my gosh, I know she's going to call the police in." And I told her what happened, and I sent her the video, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's it's laughable because she
right,
literally is such an idiot."
right. Yeah. So
So,
just like I obviously can't give legal
yeah. Oh,
advice.
I
All I
know.
do
I
is
know.
whatever. But I would say like if you guys are going down to the same trials or you see her, like just
We stay
like
away. That's the thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
run the
oh,
other
here,
way.
let me just tell you this other thing. So
Yeah.
she said she felt so threatened by me, and like I was a bully. So that was the first trial in Arizona. Like, I forgot there was one more right after that.
Uh-huh.
And she sat on the back row with the media. And there was one day that there was a detective brought down from Rexburg, and I said, and I'm friends with his wife, and so they said, you can come over here and sit on this row so I could see him, and it was like she was
Right.
2 rows behind me. Well, at break, she couldn't handle that I was that much closer. She literally moved up 2 rows and sat right behind me. And I'm like, if you feel so threatened by me, why would you get that close to me? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
laughable. Like,
Yeah.
she makes up her own
Well,
rules and excuses. It's
right.
just,
I think what you said earlier probably is coming into play here in that there's a lot of drama here
she's the
that
drama.
doesn't well, yeah. It looks like there's drama on both sides, to be honest with you. Like, I
Mhm.
mean,
She's
there's
created it
no
all.
point if she's as crazy as you say she is, there's no point to approach her and
I
talk to
don't
her
approach her. I've
about
never I've never
well,
even had a
yeah,
conversation with. The only time
right.
I
Well that's
tried was that
right.
time when, and I wanted to just say, I that was the first time I just wanted to talk
Right.
to her and say, like, what, and then she had the complete freak out. Like,
Yeah.
freaked
So right.
out.
So that's what I'm saying. Like all that stuff, it's not worth it. So
Oh, I
just
know.
right in the future, just yeah, tell all
Yeah.
your friends like cut and run and don't get sucked into the drama.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you. Thanks for giving me a call back.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.